Yo, what's up YouTube? James Beck here and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today we are going to be using the Decidueye team again with Decidueye, Tyranitar, Milotic, Rotom, Hitmontop, and Togekiss. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go check it out, of course. And if you do want to try out this team, if you are currently watching this video when it is recently uploaded, you can go try out a rental code of this team down below the description. It only works for the days that we are using this team for, but otherwise, yeah. You could go try it out, and if you're watching this video in the future, don't worry, we still have a pay spin of the team. Even if the rental code is expired by then, it'll expire when we use the brand new team or the next team that we're going to use for the series. So you have until then, but there is always going to be that pay spin down below the description. Otherwise, yeah, let's play some games. But before that, if you could do me a favor, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below, of course, and leave a comment down below. Comments are the main things of the algorithm lately, and I'd really appreciate it if you would leave a comment down below, especially answering the common question of today, which is going to be, what do you think is the most productive thing ever since like these lockdowns happened, if you're in an area that is affected by lockdown, and most places are. So let me know what you've done as the most productive thing in your time. I think mine's going to be streaming. If you don't know, I do stream twitch.tv/JamesWBeck. Link in the description down below. But I do live stream, and I've been live streaming a lot more than I've always wanted to live stream more, but I just never had the opportunity. But now that I'm like at home, I can just do like stuff while at school. Like, I've been live streaming more, and it's been amazing. I've seen so much support. But yeah, let's get started and play some games. Also, man, what happened? Oh yeah, because I haven't played Battle Spot in a few days, and then when I did play on this account, I went like 0-3 with the fairy team mono fairy team on stream, which you should check out because my streams are pretty fun for the viewer and for myself. So go check it out if you want to hang out with the rest of us and have some fun, because it can get some crazy moments sometimes, and some high level battling too, of course, which is what most people here are for. But yeah, hopefully we can make it back to a decent standing. Like, top 10,000 isn't bad, but like, it's not the me, you know? It's not the me. So we'll see if we can climb back up. It's taking a while to find a game, which I'm actually kind of surprised about. I felt like it would normally take a long time to find a game if it was like, you know, top 100. Usually that happens on stream, but like, it's taking a while to find a game. Are we like, this shouldn't even be too low. There should be like, what? There should be like mid-ladder, I think, for Master Ball tier. So I'm surprised it's taking a while. But then again, there was like a random storm that was happening by, so maybe it's like my internet or something. Who knows? Who knows? But hopefully it's not. But I think we're just going to cut it out here until we can find the first game, because it's taking a bit too long, and I don't want you all to stay here bored. So we'll be right back with the first game of today's episode. Alright, we got our first opponent of today. We got Reyna. 12,000 ranking, almost 13,000. We got, it looks like we got Marco Fierro and Fede Campos team with the Duraludon, the Whimsicott, Dracovish, Sylveon, Rotom Heat, and Conkeldurr. I wonder if my opponent made any adjustments, or this is like the Rento team or something. It's kind of tough. It is kind of tough. I do like my Milotic lead here, though. It's pretty strong against most of the team that my opponent has. I do like Togekiss as a lead, too. Scare at that fake tier situation. Definitely bring the Hitmontop here because it's really good against my opponent's team in general. And then the question is, who do I bring in the back? Rotom Heat as a fairy resist is kind of nice, but the I do kind of like damage output against the Sylveon, so I'm thinking it's going to be the Decidueye, which doesn't even seem that bad because it resists Dracovish's Vicious Rends, and Leaf Blade should still do an okay amount to Sylveon. So you know what, I will bring the Decidueye because Rotom Heat doesn't even look that good here. Yeah, it does damage, but like not much else. I think I'm going to be Dynamaxing the Milotic in this game, going for Max Quake into the Duraludon, which is Assault Vest on this team, isn't it? Yeah, it's Assault Vest on this team. So I don't have to worry about, do I have to worry about fake tiers? I don't think I have to. We'll see though. We'll see. Sylveon Duraludon, that's not a lead I expected, but that's a lead I'll take for sure. Also, this is slow Duraludon, isn't it? Because it was Assault Vest, so I could Max Quake here to Duraludon, and my opponent's not expecting it. And I like those odds. I like those odds. And do I go on a Decidueye? Because I want to save this for Kong. Yeah, I'm gonna go Decidueye actually. I'm gonna boost up with Decidueye. I was thinking protecting, but I'm not exactly too sure because my opponent could go for the electric terrain to activate its just to power up Max Lightning. So we will just Dynamax here, and I think this is a pretty safe play overall because I'm gonna be able to get a lot of special defense boosts. I guess if it's what was the original Sylveon? I think it was Yawn, right? I guess that could be scary. That could be scary. But I'd rather get. But there is a chance my opponent does go for Max Lightning though, so we'll see. There is a Dynamax coming up from my opponent. I'm assuming it's going to be the Duraludon, because this is what the Pokemon you would Dynamax in most situations are. Yeah, it's going to be the Duraludon. I wasn't really scared, especially since I don't think my opponent has like a ground resist other than Rotom Heat, which you don't really want to bring out of Milotic, I think. So we'll see what my opponent decides to go here. As, yeah, I am faster actually because it is a slower Duraludon on his team since it is that Assault Vest item. Here comes the Max Quake, should do about 50%, a bit less than 50% actually. That thing's actually kind of tanking. Actually. Get this special defense boost. Max Steel Spike, okay, into what was the Togekiss. It crits me right away. That's a classic. That's a classic. Is it going to be Yawn? Able to heal up with the berry. I mean, the Decidueye was expendable, but that's still really annoying. Sitrus. I'll just Hyper Voice. Did I go down? Yeah, I go down. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, but I'm max speed Togekiss though, so I could go for Max Quake and Dazzling Gleam here. Yeah, it's not like that bad of a spot. It's just annoying. I wonder if my opponent's going to make the Rotom Heat play now, because I think my opponent can. But I just don't see a reason not to click Dazzling Gleam. I outspeed the Duraludon. And if I can get the Max Quake boost, I think it's good for my Togekiss to let the Hyper Voices. So we will go for the Max Quake here once again. Duraludon does survive, but should go down to Dazzling Gleam. And since I'm timid Max Speed Togekiss, like, that's 1 point slower than my Milotic. I should outspeed. Get the Dazzling Gleam off. So, yeah, I do get the Dazzling Gleam off, which is really nice. So, that Sylveon, I do crit the Sylveon, which is nice. I get a double crit. The one Duraludon doesn't matter. So, goodbye to the Duraludon. And Hyper Voice again? Yeah, my opponent just likes clicking Hyper Voice, it looks like. Not doing too much because of the special defense boost, and these Pokemon are pretty tanky in their special defense stat, even if they're invested in offense. So we'll see what my opponent decides to bring out. It's going to be that Conkeldurr, which I actually kind of like to see because it's not a bulky Conkeldurr set. So I think I'll go for... I'm going to go for Max Quake here and Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I like that play. I don't like the idea of giving... Okay, so my opponent double protects here, saw at the last turn of Dynamax, I'm assuming? Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, that's fine though, because I boost up with my Togekiss, so now I'm at +2 special defense, and I just didn't want... Like, the reason I made this play is because I don't want Dracovish to come in under rain, because I lose if the Dracovish comes under rain. So... that's the main reason I want to make this play here, because of the fact that I cover for Dracovish and I don't set it up to where it can knock me out with like rain boosted Vicious Rends even at -1 attack, because once I intimidate with him on top. So now I can just click Muddy Water and Dazzling Gleam here, and as long as I don't miss I should be good. Yeah, should I just Ice Beam? Well, I think Muddy Water Dazzling Gleam might just knock out the Sylveon, so I'll risk it here. Because I might not, if I don't knock it out, I don't think it changes anything for me, I think. So, Muddy Water. I do connect with both, so I should knock out both Pokemon here. Maybe Sylveon lives, because it's bulky. I might need to crit to Sylveon. Get an accuracy drop. Double accuracy drop. It doesn't matter in the Conkeldurr, though. It's going down to Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam going to come out. And it looks like I crit to Sylveon. Did I knock it out, though? Because I can't tell. Okay, it did go down. Alright, nice. Nice. And then let's see if it's Dracovish or Rotom Heat in the back. If it's Rotom Heat, I click Follow Me, Muddy Water. If it's Dracovish, I just Ice Beam protects Togekiss, and yeah, it's going to be that Dracovish in the back. Life Orb Ice Beam is going to do an okay amount though. So I will Ice Beam and just protect. I know it's Choice Scarf Dracovish. I don't care if my opponent gets the read right, gets my Milotic in, and KOs it, because I go Hitmontop afterward and I click Fake Out Dazzling Gleam and just win. So we'll protect Togekiss right here. It's actually going to be Rock Slide. My opponent's actually going to lock Elf into Rock Slide, and I think that's a guaranteed loss, because then Hitmontop wins the game 100%. I flinch, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go Hitmontop here and click Dazzling Gleam, I guess. Because my opponent's not going to have enough Rock Slides to win this game. Even if you have all 16, Hitmontop should survive. And I get to click Fake Out next turn and click Dazzling Gleam and get the chip. Yeah. So it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Rock Slide. Oh, is that a critical hit? That should be a critical hit, I think. Yeah, that was a critical hit on Togekiss, but luckily Togekiss survives. And Dazzling Gleam just makes this faster. Doesn't even have to waste a turn. Oh, that didn't even knock out the Dracovish. What? Dang, Dracovish is actually kind of bulky. But I have Fake Out. And yeah, that's 100% the game. Even if it has Protect, I could just Bullet Punch to avoid it. But then again, you know it's Choice Scarf on this team. So you gotta pick up the win. And you can confirm it was the Choice Scarf because it outsped my Milotic and Togekiss, which is faster than any form of Dracovish that's not Choice Scarf. So yeah, it should be pretty much the standard. I think it's like the exact same code. Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. Pretty much the same code. Nice. So we are able to pick up a win, which is really nice here, and we will go on to the second game and see if we can pick up another win. Increase our standings too, which is nice because we're getting back onto the top of the ladder, or at least in the higher parts of the area. But yeah, interesting leads from my opponent. No yawn, just going for the attack. Maybe my opponent was worried about me being the offensive set with like what's that move called? Disarming Voice? The fairy one that Hirofumi used? Oh no. I don't know why, but the ladder's always like full of sun recently. So Lapras, Venusaur, Hitmontop, Raichu, Charizard, Torkoal. Wow, this is actually like hyper offense. What the heck? So we have Tyranitar, which is really good against my opponent's team. The Hitmontop's kind of annoying, but we can play around it. We also have the Rotom Heat, which is also kind of nice, but there is that Raichu I gotta be worried about. So, what am I leading here? Probably Tyranitar. Probably Tyranitar Togekiss. I just don't see a drawback. I'm not bringing Decidueye because Decidueye, unfortunately, it's just not going to be able to do work here, I think. Tyranitar Togekiss seems fine. Probably no Milotic. It's not bad, though, in this matchup. But I just don't see it. I like Rotom Heat and Hitmontop more, because Hitmontop is Brick Break for the Lapras just in case. Also, like it's a switch into my opponent's Hitmontop, so I like those odds. I like those odds. Maybe I should have led Rotom Heat though, because like if the Venusaur leads, yeah, maybe I should have led Rotom Heat because it's a better lead against like Venusaur stuff. I'm expecting Charizard to lead, but I'm not sure. I don't think my opponent brings Lapras, but even if you do, like I have Brick Break on the Hitmontop, and like Policy Tyranitar will kind of destroy if it gets set up. So let's see what my opponent's gonna bring. Let's see what my opponent's gonna bring, because it really depends on leads. Charizard Raichu. Okay, so I was kind of right with this. Air Balloon on Raichu. We'll get the Sand Stream up. Probably just goes hard Torkoal here. Do I want to risk Togekiss? Yeah, I think I do. I'll go for a Rockfall here. And I'm going to Air Slash the Raichu. This covers the play of my opponent switching to Hitmontop for the Raichu slot. Although my opponent can switch out Charizard, I guess. So I should click Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I should click Dazzling Gleam. I guess it's bad if Charizard switches out, huh? But like, This is the annoying thing about Dynamax. It's like you have to play the 50-50 mind game of like, does my opponent Dynamax immediately? Because if I play passive and my opponent Dynamax immediately, I just lose. And yeah, there is actually going to be a Dynamax right here. So I wonder if it's a Volt Switch coming out. Volt Switch would actually make this interesting. You Volt Switch into your Torkoal so you can get the Sun up, and then like the Charizard can just go for like the Sun Boost attack, which I think it would make sense here. So let's see. As we will Dynamax our Tyranitar here. Like I think this was the best play. I think Venusaur is in the back. I gotta figure out what the last one is. I'm assuming it's him on top since it's probably not Lapras. But yeah, I should live any attack from this Charizard, since it's not like Choice Specs Focus Blast, which was like the only thing that knocks out a Dynamax Tyranitar. Oh, it's actually Max Guard coming out. Okay. Goes for the Nuzzle immediately. Alright. We're gonna play the Para game, I guess. Wish I could like Dazzling Gleam here, because it would have done a lot to the Raichu. But it's okay. I get the critical hit. And I go for Rockfall into the Charizard. Again, as long as we don't get paralyzed the next turn, we should be completely fine. I'm actually going to protect Togekiss here, because I'm not going to risk Torkoal coming in and getting obliterated by Togekiss. So I'll go for the Rockfall here. Oh no, why is it slow? Why is it slow? Was there a DC? Was there a DC? Okay. That was weird. It took so long. Alright, we Rockfall here. We protect. Covers like most of the plays that could come out from my opponent. We'll see if my opponent actually has something. I don't think Raichu gets fake tears, but I don't think it changes much. We'll see. As long as we don't get parried, I think we win. Yeah, as long as we don't get parried, I think it should be a win. Alright. Cause like I'm trying to think, cause like as long as if it's Charty Berry Charizard, it's not doing as much damage. Although the chip residual is gonna be pretty annoying, but like it's less of a threat. Helping Hand. Is this in a Togekiss? I feel like it would be. But let's see. Protect the Togekiss on the Wildfire, yep. Please, Tyranitar, you literally just have to... Like, I don't care if you move for the rest of the game if you just KO the Charizard. It's Life Orb. Nice, okay, perfect. That should seal it up then. Because Charizard goes down. Critical hit even too, but like, critical hit did not matter at all. Like, that was knocking out 2 Charizards. Raichu gonna get buffed by the sand, so it's a Togekiss. I will take a bit of the Wildfire. That damage is actually gonna hurt a lot. I probably am Bullet Punch range from the him on top potentially. Time I have to take some chip. So who's coming out here? Venusaur can't really come out here, can it? If it does, I think it's fine still for me. Like, I go Rotom Heat next. For sure. Like, Rotom Heat just wins. Like, Rotom Heat actually just wins. Yeah, there's the Venusaur, but it's fine. I'm gonna go for Rockfall into the, yeah, I'm gonna Rockfall the Raichu and just switch out a... him on top? Actually, I should probably... You're gonna go for an electric type move, right? Volt Switch? I think Hitmontop's a good mid-ground play. Yeah, I don't want to take Sludge Bomb from the Venusaur if it randomly goes for it here, which I don't think it should. I think it should be like Volt Switch coming out from the Raichu and like a Grass move into the Tyranitar slot, and hope Tyranitar gets fully parried. So yeah, I'm gonna make the mid-ground play of him on top. Even if I'm taking all this chip damage, it's fine. Yeah, it is the Volt Switch coming out. So if I hit the Rockfall into Torkoal, I guarantee win, and even if I don't, it's not like a terrible spot for me. I would like to break the Venusaur's Focus Sash though, which would be kind of nice. So let's see. Should be Torkoal. If it's him on top, that's fine too. Yeah, it's Torkoal. I pretty much assumed it. So Sun is going to be up. Let's see. Look, I already traded my Tyranitar because I already know. Leaf Storm going to come out. Ooh, that's actually pretty good for me because that does nothing. Activates Policy. So if this Torque, if I do get the attack, I just win. But like 100%. Oh, and I do. Wow, I thought like my earlier words were gonna jinx it, but like Tyranitar doesn't play around. Tyranitar wants to get back on top. That's what I like to see. All right, so Torkoal does go down to the Rockfall, and I knew that would cover the Volt Switch play, because like I assumed Volt Switch was gonna come out from my opponent, because it makes sense on like the Sun team for momentum for Charizard. And now this 100% seals it. Like this Venus was locked in at -2 attack. Rotom Heat just wins. Like Rotom Heat actually just wins. Should I? Nah, I keep Togekiss alive. I mean, it's looking pretty bad for my opponent. My opponent can't even cheese me because there's like nothing you could really cheese me with, unless you have. I don't think Raichu gets knockoff in this generation, so I can't knock off my goggles. You can't Nuzzle Para my what's it called? My Rotom. So yeah, I just click Crunch and I just click Brick Break. Maybe you fake out Tyranitar and Sleep Powder the Hitmontop, but I think Rotom's got this in the bag. Like, I just don't see how my opponent's being Rotom. That's gonna be forfeit because my opponent probably knows I have Rotom in the back, and even if like I don't, like most of my other Pokemon could probably just win, unless it was Milotic and I got parried. Well, Decidueye wouldn't win. I don't think Decidueye would win. Actually, that's kind of tough. Decidueye could have maybe won the end game with like Sword Stance and the Spear Shackle, but I'm just worried about how much Sludge Bomb does with Poison. Like if my opponent poisons immediately. But we're able to pick up 2 wins in today's episode, which is kind of nice. So, able to pick up 2 wins. Decidueye, you know, it could have done work in the first game, but it got crit by the Steel Spike. So, what else could I do? But I hope that you enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. Again, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below and leave a comment down below. Especially helps with the algorithm. And yeah, you can check out my social medias and side series on the channel more and share this video with your friends. It always does help me out. If you want to go an extra mile, you can check out my Patreon page. But there are other ways to help me besides that, like my Twitch channel. You can check out my streams, come hang out with me and a bunch of other viewers. It's been insane so far on my Twitch channel. Thank you so much for showing some love to my Twitch channel, everyone. But otherwise, you can also check out my community Discord, link down below in the description. You can come hang out with me on Twitch or my community Discord, where you can chat with me and other people about VGC and just video games in general. We just have a blast. But otherwise, yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, I think. Yeah, again, if you want to try out the team, there is a paid spin of the team down below. And if you're currently watching this video when it's been recently uploaded, you can check out the rental code of this team as well if you want to use this team alongside me. But that is going to be it. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.